you're in for a treat. You're in for a real treat because this week on Kyle's Corner, we have music lessons with Kyle. Join us. All right, so first off, we have the guitar, and a few simple things. You're gonna take your fingers here and put it on the frets. And this is a simple G chord. Simple G chord, there's a couple chords. So you're gonna do this chord, as you can see right there. That's a G chord, and a C chord, you're just moving your fingers up a little bit. And then a D chord. It's a D chord. C, G, C, D. Oh yeah. That's pretty much all it is to play in the guitar. All right. Kids, this next instrument I have in front of me is not an upright bass. It's called the cello. Sometimes you maybe can turn it sideways and cello. Yeah. Anyway, this is the cello. And so you can choose to string it like, or play it in a beautiful note. Here we go. Now listen, I'm going to show you a few things. Listen very carefully to how I play this. Ready? This next instrument is a beautiful instrument that you want to practice and get to know. It's a beautiful, beautiful instrument. A lot of times played classically at weddings, different events that just provide this sweet, sweet tone. And I've been practicing for many years on this instrument. You're gonna appreciate my expertise on this. It is the violin. Isn't it beautiful? Violin. All right, so here we go. You can put your chin underneath here, get a good hold on it. Your fingers just kind of rise up and play the different chords. What I like to do is I like to do a little wrist action. Get that wrist limber. And really lightly with your bow, come across. Another great instrument that you can learn that provides that maybe Hawaiian, tropical, wonderful vibe is the ukulele. Isn't it awesome? Wonderful instrument. So here's a few chords for you. You can do the regular C, that's the third fret as they call it, the bottom one. Yeah. Then you can go to G, which is 3 fingers on the bottom 3 frets, strings, 3 strings, bottom 3 strings, and it looks like that. And then there is A, which is that, and then we're gonna switch this first finger down one to F. And those are some chords you could just do. All right, another great instrument for you is the piano. You can always utilize the piano lifelong. I took piano lessons when I was a little boy. I was probably 10 years old. I took piano lessons for about a little less than a year. And one of the things that I hated was practicing. Now, I wish I would have kept up that wonderful, wonderful instrument as the piano here, but I didn't. But I know the basics to teach you today on Kyle's Corner, so pay attention. One of the things you can do is you can play in minor chords, which are the black keys. It sounds kind of dramatic. But one of the favorite things I like to play is faster now. And then obviously there's the infamous. Wait, we'll go down one. Here's another instrument that is really good to have in your arsenal. But I don't want to take full advantage of Kyle's Corner to selfishly show you all of my talents. I'm going to throw it over to my editor, Jeff, and he's going to show you some of his techniques on bass. Go for it, Jeff.
Thanks, Kyle. Hey guys, I got my bass here, and unlike a regular guitar, or an acoustic guitar rather, or a cello or a violin, a bass really doesn't make a lot of sound on its own, or an electric bass doesn't. So that you need electricity. So right now it makes a little bit of sound, but not that much. So what I have is I got an amp here, I got that plugged in, and I also have a pedal down there that adds some effects. That's not necessary, but I use it for a few minor things. So, how you play the bass, like a guitar, it's also got strings and frets, or maybe a ukulele, things like that. So there's multiple ways to play a bass. The typical way is to pluck it. So you you hold down the string on the one side, and you pluck it, just with one or two of your fingers there. And then you can do things like that. Things like that. You could also slap it and go. Something like that. Well, so that's how you play the bass. Back to you, Kyle.
All right, thank you, Jeff. That was amazing. I think we all learned a really knowledgeable piece of how to play the bass. You're awesome, and thank you for all the editing help. We do appreciate it. Well, hello, kids. Another instrument for you to utilize is one that I think is, well, I'm gonna be quite honest, it's kind of annoying because it's kind of a squeaky instrument. Sorry if you play it, but I wanna highlight my wonderful gifts and abilities to play instruments on this episode of Music Lessons with Kyle. So it is the clarinet. This is the clarinet. So listen up as I play this beautiful instrument for you. Ready? All right, kids, this next instrument is one of my favorites, if I haven't already said that. You can use this instrument to spice up, liven up, or just put a little pep into your music. A lot of times it goes with the polka version of music, or even some of the, I don't know what else it goes with, but it's a beautiful instrument. And so now you will learn how to play the accordion. Yes. So the first step is to get the It's kind of like a backpack, and you get the straps on. One of these instruments you can choose to play is a pedal organ, which is fantastic. Let me show you this instrument here. It's right behind me here. And you can see the pedals there that you push, and it's just a pretty instrument. I think it dates back to the 1930s, 1940s. All right, so you pump it with your feet, you play it with your hands. We're gonna do a little duet for you on Kyle's Corner. Here we go.
Nothing says love like a pump organ.
There you go, kids. Duet with Kyle and Stacy on this episode of Kyle's Corner. Hey, before we go, let me just let me just tell you, please join us this week, 3 o'clock Wednesday, for our live stream, link right down below, live stream of our Facebook Live and Instagram Live, 3 o'clock Wednesday. Join us for that. It's a lot of fun, games. If you're not on, please ask your parents to join in for that fun. Again, here's the link for Instagram and Facebook. Hope you can join us this week. See you, kids. Have a great week. Bye.